never stops, she never backs down, and she never gives up. But she's not unrealistic, and she's a good strategist.
What I love about Mimi is she's absolutely fearless. She stands up for what she believes in, no matter what anyone else is saying, no matter what polls are saying. She has real core values, and she's a superstar in the New Mexico legislature.
What I appreciate most about Mimi is that she's open to her constituents' concerns. She's willing to go out there and advocate for those concerns in the legislature, and she's been a great organizing force for progressives. She's been one of the main progressive legislators to champion our causes in the state legislature in Santa Fe. So those are some of the things I appreciate. Also, her being in Albuquerque and advocating for young families, people that are growing up in the corridor on the east side. That's our neighborhood, and so I appreciate that.
Hi, I'm State Senator Cisco McSorley, District 16, and I've known Mimi since the mid-'80s when she was a lobbyist for the teachers and I was a young legislator. She's been dedicated to all the right causes for all this time and a good ally and a great thinker, and I'm glad to have her in the House.
Well, Mimi has been a member of my church for several years now. It's been so good to have her in the community. She's a good, solid person and is a great representative.
My name is Andrea Steele. I am Mimi Stewart's sister, and I'm very, very proud of her. I've been able to visit her during the session on 3 different occasions and watch her in committees. She's a wonderful chairperson, and on the floor, and watch her in her office working on bills. And she really cares about her constituents and the people of New Mexico, and if I lived in her district, I would certainly vote for her. I live in San Jose, but I think she's a wonderful person and certainly worthy of anyone's vote. She's a good representative of the state.
Wealthy. It's time that they now give back to the state so we can improve our educational system and our state workers. We have gutted state workers over the last several sessions. We have really damaged education. That has to stop. We have to grow the economy, grow jobs here. We've lost 1,500 jobs in the educational system alone. How many have we lost in state government?
About 3,000.
About 3,000. 3,500 in the oil and gas field. That's what they tell me, although we've got 100 new oil and gas wells going into the state this next year. There's plenty of money in this state if we will work together, if we'll look at things from a progressive point of view, and I'm committed to that until I've got to do like other joint replacements or something where I fall completely apart, then I'll stop doing it.
But at the legislature, I support her because she really cares about not just the short-term, but the long-term well-being of New Mexicans, whether it's the environment or jobs or education or health care. She's looking after New Mexicans for the long term, not just for the short term. She doesn't just vote to get reelected, and she'll take bold action to look after the well-being of New Mexicans, and she's very conscientious and really thinks about issues and does what's right for New Mexicans over the long term.
What I appreciate about Mimi is that she's not afraid to stand up for what she believes in. And what she really believes in are those core democratic values, about making sure that we provide in New Mexico the things necessary to spur economic development, investments in education, investments in our children, and frankly an investment in the future of our state. She is an advocate for all people who don't have a voice in government, and that's what I appreciate about Mimi.
I've known Mimi for a long time. She encouraged me to run for the Senate. And at my first fundraiser, she came and she had a button that said, "A woman's place is in the House and in the Senate." And she gave it to me. This was when I didn't know whether I would win that Senate seat. And now we've been serving there for 13 years together. Her energy and her commitment, I think, to progressive values and to all of New Mexico's people. That's what I really appreciate from her, and also the fact that she will not back down. So that's what I appreciate.
And I have my progressive progressive legislators here. We work well with the conservatives also. It takes all kinds, takes all types of people. We have a lot of Republicans that we work with, but in general, there's just a lot more work to be done in this state, and I'm committed to sticking around, and thank you for that.
I think the most I appreciate about Mimi Stewart is her commitment to education and also to our Hispanic community. She's always been supportive of the Hispanic community here in our community. So I really think she's a great representative, and we have to re-elect her time and time again because she really fights for not only the underserved but all of our community.
This is kind of a scary election for us Democrats. It's scary for incumbents. This is the end of my 8th term. This is the end of my 16th year. It's hard to believe. And in fact, I had one of my friends say, well, I thought you were smarter than that. You would have gotten out. So apparently I still like it. Otherwise, I wouldn't still be doing it. There's a lot of work to be done in Santa Fe. So I'm still willing to be up there, and I appreciate that you're still willing to help me get up there. I'm taking this race very seriously. I'm going to go door to door now that I've got my 2 hips fixed. I can do that. I'm going to ask you all to volunteer. If all of you would just give me 2 hours, one Saturday or Sunday, between now and November 2nd, that would be great. If you can't do that, if you could stuff envelopes, etc. That's why.
My name's Bruce Thompson. I am one of Mimi's longest standing friends in New Mexico. Mimi and her boyfriend moved to Albuquerque the same week I did. I'm a fiddle player, and so's her boyfriend, and Mimi was a dance caller. And we got to know each other way back in 1978, and we have remained good friends ever since. Mimi is a bright, dedicated, hard-working representative and my dearest friend, and I wish her the best success in this election and in the future.
I appreciate her because she's an incredible progressive leader at the legislature, and we appreciate all of the things that she does every single day to make New Mexican families' lives better. Mimi is also a wonderful mentor to women, and we're so happy to have her in a leadership position to show other women that they can do it as well.
Hi, I'm Debbie, my Estes trainer, and I know Representative Stewart. I'm a lobbyist, and she has done a wonderful job of supporting my dental hygienist. She's always been there to listen to our issues, and I like Mimi because she's willing to listen to the issues, and when we have something that's controversial, she's okay with listening to that and supporting that. And when it comes to expanding the scope for dental hygienists, she has been extremely engaged in that and very supportive.
When I call her up with something that's on my mind or email me, she's right there. No matter how off the wall it might be, I don't think she's ever said to me, that's just really weird. Why are you worrying about that?
I want to thank everyone for coming out to support my re-election efforts. I've got a lot of friends here, old friends, new friends, family, my colleagues, other legislators. It's very humbling to see this kind of support. I want to appreciate everybody and ask them to volunteer on my campaign, help me go door to door so we can keep me in the legislature for a little bit longer. Thanks.